Alright, so before I get too far into this, into the fun stuff where I flip a kayak over, I just wanted to say that I had never flipped over a kayak this big before. I rolled sit-in sides and flipped over thinner sit-on tops. I never had an issue, but I did this in a controlled environment in our pool here at WCS Paddle Sports, just to be sure that if I ever am out on bigger water, that I would be able to re-enter my kayak safely if something were to happen, which I think is very important. So when you do get out there in bigger stuff, make sure you're always prepared. It's a great idea to do a test like this yourself to make sure that you know how to get back in your boat if something goes wrong. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.
I'm terrified. I just give her the old scandaroo. Here we go. Pretty good.
So if you're pretty familiar in general with capsizing and re-entering sit-on-top kayaks, or if you've watched some videos of people doing it before, you've probably seen where you're in the water, your kayak's upside down. You would generally kind of do a kick with your feet to reach over to the far side of the kayak, and then you would use the rail to lean back and flip back over. In this case, the Pro Angler 14 is so wide and so deep that what I ended up having to do, since I couldn't reach all the way to the other side to grab the rail, is I kicked up as high as I could, which got me far enough to grab the scupper hole and the transducer mount on the bottom, and then use those to pull myself up on top of the boat, or in this case, on top of the bottom of the boat. And then once up there, I reached over the rest of the way and grabbed the rail, pulled myself up onto the boat, and then kind of had to lean and use my weight while I was on top of the boat to flip it back over. The re-entry part is much easier than it would be in your normal kayak. So re-entering in a thinner sit on top, you would basically, once again, kick, reach over to the far side, and then instead of leaning back, you would use that leverage to pull yourself into the boat. In this case, you still can't reach all the way to the other side because of the H-rails, but because it's so stable, I was able to just kind of kick up and grab the close rail and then pull myself on board slowly. I've seen other people re-enter pro anglers by actually crawling up on the back, which works really well because then your weight is centered. So that might actually be a better approach for a lot of people. Either way would work. Generally, just kind of find what works for you. Yeah, that's it for my Pro Angler 14 capsize and re-entry. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks again for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, subscribe. If you have any other capsize videos that you've seen out there for pro anglers that you really like, share a link below. I'd love to see them. I always like to stay up to date on if somebody's come up with something better out there. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Hope you have a great day. Have fun out there and be safe.